What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be starting a career on a motorsport manager. I thought it would be a good idea to maybe do some of this. I saw Arafa do some of this, and I thought, yeah, this is quite cool. So we're going to be playing this. I'm gonna call my team. Yeah, I'll take that. Rhinington Racing. Why not? We're gonna go for that, but I think. I'm sorry, this is like a really bad version of Mercedes livery. Go for the Jordan look. I like the turquoise. I'm going to go with the turquoise. We're going to start in the British racing series here. So current bank balance is 1.5 million. So I'm going to start by probably hiring all of those people. So my aero, my design, and my reliability are now better. So now we need to go in and upgrade that. So we're going to start upgrading that. Can we do more as well? So now we need to go and get some sponsors. We have to sign both of these. And so currently, this is how we're looking. We're going to start the qualifying session here and hope that we do rather well. That's nothing. So Metzeler has just gone fourth and Roberts has just gone third. Now I'm going to cancel their laps. I'm going to bring them into the pits because, yeah, those tyres are bummered already. Okay, so both of their laps have started white. Both white again. It's because they're on track together. Nope. So it looks like we're going to be starting 8th and 11th on the grid for the race, which is no good because we needed a 6th to get the objective. So it's saying it's going to be sunny now. I'm going to take a really different strategy and I'm going to start 23 laps. I'm gonna start Roberts on the soft, and I'm gonna start Metzeler on hard and see how we get on. And we're away, and instantly Roberts is up to 6th, which is a good start. 5th now, which is pretty good. Hopefully we can recover some more positions. Metzeler is doing all right, holding. Okay, now he's gone down to 12. I was about to say holding his position, but obviously not. I'm going to tell him to conserve. And there's a reason behind that. He might be last at the moment, but I'm going to try and do one less stop with the Metzeler and hopefully get him up a few positions. Okay, so Roberts is going to go for one more lap. So we're going to bring her in for a set of soft tyres. We're going to tell her to push into the pit lane, although her tyre, we've got enough tyre life. So we've got an extra lap or so out of those tyres, which is great. So Roberts has already gained a pit stop over Metzeler, which is not what we wanted, but his tyres are only half dead. Now, if we can get these to about lap 12, we should, in theory, be able to go to the end on another set of hards, because we don't have to use two sets of each. We'd have to use a set of each, at least, like they do in Formula 1. Now you can see we've actually jumped a whole load of people there, and Roberts is in 2nd and Metzeler is 5th, which is good. Now tyre wear started to kick in. Metzeler is, wow. If we look, he's in 5th. He's made no stops, and everyone around him has made a stop. Now we're going to bring him in this lap. There's rain forecast in 10 minutes. Rain forecast in 10 minutes. What do we do? Roberts is going to stay out for another lap. Now the rain's starting to come down, so we're going to tell her to push, and we're going to put her onto the wet tyres. So hopefully Metzeler can gain some time here. And we've come into the pits at just about the right time, really. So we need to tell her to stop pushing because we don't want to bin the car. And we've jumped that red car in the pits there quite nicely. So we're now running around in 3rd and 8th. So after basically that, it was meant to be a live com, but the audio cut out. So we're on lap 15 of this race here, and as you can see, Roberts is in 2nd, and we've got into 8th with the second driver, whose name I'm not going to continue to pronounce because yeah, it's a bit of a joke how to pronounce his name, but we're going to skip on to the end of the race now, and you see how we ended up doing. So as you can now see, we are on lap 22. We're in 1st and 4th. Roberts drove an absolutely incredible race because I decided to put both drivers onto conservative just to save the tyres a bit, you know, for the end of the race, just so they had a bit in the tank. And as you can see now, Roberts is negotiating the last few corners. And in our first ever race as a team, we have come through and won the Portsmouth Grand Prix, I think it was called. And yeah, it was really interesting because I never expected to get such a good position in our first race with a car that's not the most competitive of cars. So yeah, it was a really interesting one. So we'll now skip on to the second race, and there are the positions as you can see there with the points. And as you'll see on the standings, Roberts will obviously be leading the championship because it will be as you saw it from race 1, that first race there. And obviously there, Roberts with the 25 points in the bag, and then the constructors there. So we'll see you on the second race. So as you'll be able to see in the background, which I'm fast forwarding through, we've got qualifying going on now. At this second race of the season, and this 6-race season, qualifying wasn't actually too bad this time. I can't remember how it finished, and you'll see this in a minute, and I'll probably have, well, my memory will be rejigged. The pace was there, in some senses. I think I identified that, especially with the first 2 races, it's the slower sectors in which we're faster, and the long, straight, high-speed sectors are the ones that we're slowest in, which is quite useful to know because we can set up the car accordingly to kind of negate that. Now, with Motorsport Manager, it's always best to stay to the recommended setup, just simply for the fact that it's just going to get you through and it will help. And as you can see at the moment, we're in 5th and 7th, which isn't too bad considering we're a new team. You know, I think we're really outperforming the car based on the strategy, to be truthfully honest, and that's really great because it just shows, you know, the strategist is always the better one. But yeah, you'll see the qualifying positions right about now. So I believe we got 6th and 7th. So yeah, moving on into the race. So moving on into the race now, we decided to start both the drivers on the harder tyre just because it's got a bit more durability, and especially with this sunny weather, as you can see up in the weather thing. If it's sunny, the harder tyre will last longer, which obviously will be counteracted by the soft lasting less. So that was a really useful tip that I decided to use, and it really paid dividends. We made pit stop with Roberts as she was in 1st, and we got her onto the softer tyre into 5th as I knew that the weather was coming. So it would be easier, and I put them both onto the conserve tactic just to try and cap tyre life. And on lap 14, we make a pass in the end for the lead. We overtook 3rd place for 2nd to put them down in 3rd, and then we ended up overtaking for the lead, which in the end worked out really well for us. And with our other driver in fourth, it ended up working really well. And as you can see here, we put him onto a push as he was demoted down to fifth. But just as the race is ending, this is the last lap, the weather starts to turn. But luckily, we get through that, and Roberts takes her second race win in a row. So we've had a really good start to the career mode. Two race wins in our first two races, with a strong points finish from the second car. But I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of the Motorsport Manager Career Mode. If you want to see more of this, leave a like, drop a comment on what I could do, give me some tips on how to do this and how to manage finances, mechanics and all that sort of stuff better, and which drivers I should probably sign. But that's all for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and until my next video, I'll catch you later. Bye bye.